I want you to dream with me for a moment. Imagine you have been living your life, doing everything you know how to do, working hard and making sacrifices, yet the money still does not seem to arrive. You feel trapped, you have prayed and you have hoped, but it feels like the doors of blessing are shut tight. You have been fighting so hard, but nothing seems to break through. You wonder when your time is finally going to come. Now, I want to tell you that the breakthrough you have been waiting for could be nearer than you think. It could all begin with just 60 seconds. Take just 60 seconds right now. Close your eyes. Say the prayer with all your heart and believe with everything you have. Keep it between you and God. Speak it in faith and expect a miracle to start in your life within 24 hours. Do not doubt, just trust. Watch how God begins to work behind the scenes, opening doors you never thought were possible. Your breakthrough is coming, and it starts today. Write amen if you are ready to believe for your miracle. Yes, 60 seconds of prayer. This is prayer that can open doors you never thought possible. It is prayer that could begin a change in your life, in your finances, and in your destiny. The best part is that it is all kept a secret between you and the one who holds the keys to everything you need. Now, before you start thinking this sounds too easy or too good to be true, let me tell you that I am not offering you a quick fix, nor am I trying to sell you empty promises. What I am sharing with you today is not a trick. It is a truth, a key, and a secret that has been passed down through generations of those who trusted God and saw miracles happen in their lives. The scriptures say that whatever you ask for in prayer, you will receive if you have faith. Do you have faith that God can do this for you? I want to show you how simple yet powerful the strength of faith in prayer can be. I want to share a part of my own story with you. I remember a time in my life when I had nothing. I had no money, no chances, and no hope. I had to rely on my faith and my trust in God that He would provide. At that point, all I had was my belief in His word and the promise He gave that He would never leave me or desert me. I was at a crossroads in my life. I had tried every path, working tirelessly and running from one chance to the next, hoping that one day I would catch a break, but the breakthrough never came. It felt like I was spinning my wheels. Every time I thought I had made progress, I found myself back at the beginning. My resources were gone, and I was at the edge of my patience. But in those darkest moments, something happened. I began to pray, not just simple, Lord help me prayers, but the kind of prayer where I reached deep down, held on to God's promises, and said, God, I believe. I trust that you will provide. I know you are able. It was not long before I saw a change. It was not just about the money, although the money did come. It was about the peace, the guidance, and the opportunities that came out of nowhere. It was about knowing that no matter how long it took, God's timing was perfect. He had a plan for me that was far greater than anything I could have imagined on my own. Today, I want to share with you the exact prayer I prayed. I want to share the exact words that, when said with faith, can unlock the doors to financial success and blessings in your life. It is simple and it is powerful. The key is to say it with belief, with confidence, and with conviction. The prayer is this: I come to you. I thank you for the blessing of life and the gift of this day. I ask that you open the doors of financial success and blessing. I believe that you are my provider and that your abundance is available to me. I receive your provision right now. I trust you, Lord, and I thank you for what you are about to do in my life. It is just 60 seconds of your time, but those 60 seconds prayed with faith can turn everything around for you. You see, it is not just about the words. It is about the belief behind those words. It is about knowing deep down that God has a plan for you and that He is more than able to open doors that no one can shut. When you pray, you are not just asking for something. You are declaring your trust in the one who holds everything in His hands. When you believe like that and pray like that, things start to shift in the unseen world. There is a secret to this prayer that I want to share with you. It is important that when you say this prayer, you keep it between you and God. Do not go sharing it with everyone. Do not tell your friends or family what you are doing. Do not post it on social media. This is between you and God, and that is where the power lies. The scriptures say that when you pray, go into your room, close the door, and pray to your Father who is unseen. Then your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you. The secret to this prayer's power is that it is kept in a private place. When you pray in secret, God rewards you openly. When you keep this prayer to yourself, you are allowing God to move on your behalf without anyone else getting in the way. You are giving Him the space to do what only He can do. Do not let doubt creep in. Do not let the doubt of others hinder your faith. Keep it a secret. Trust in God's timing and watch what happens. Expect the unexpected. Now, I know what you are probably wondering. How does this work? How can I say a prayer for just 60 seconds and then money starts to appear in my life? How is this even possible? Here is the thing. God does not work in the way we expect. He does not follow the same rules as the world. He operates outside the limits of time, space, and circumstance. When you pray and trust in His help, He begins to make things happen that you cannot even begin to understand. It is like the miracle of the fish and the bread. God can multiply what little you have and make it enough to meet your needs. When you pray with faith, you are opening yourself up to divine help. You are opening your heart to receive what God has already prepared for you. Sometimes that help does not come in the way you expect it to. It may not come as a check in the mail, but it could come as an unexpected opportunity, a new job offer, a business deal, or someone coming into your life with the solution you have been searching for. I want to hear from you. What is the breakthrough you are believing for, whether it is related to money, health, or any other area of your life? Put it in the comments below. Let us stand in faith together and declare that your miracle is on the way. Remember, God hears you and He is working for you right now. Share your need and let us support each other in prayer. In the next 24 hours, you may not see money fall from the sky, but you will see a shift. You will see doors that were closed begin to open. You will find favor in places where you least expected it. The help may not look exactly how you imagined, but it will come. When it does, you will know that it was God's hand at work. I want you to understand the power of expectation. God moves when we believe He will. When we expect His help, He shows up. It is like when a farmer plants seeds. He does not just plant them and walk away. No, He cares for them and waits with expectation for the harvest to come. It is the same with your prayer. When you pray, expect that God will answer. He does not disappoint. Listen to me closely. When you pray this prayer and keep it a secret, something inside of you will change. You will begin to feel an inner peace and a sense of hope that you haven't felt in a long time. You will start to see possibilities where there were only problems. You will begin to believe that nothing is impossible for God. In the next 24 hours, I want you to start looking for the changes. Do not just pray and forget about it. Keep your eyes open for opportunities and unexpected blessings. I believe that miracles are happening right now. Even as you are reading this, I believe that God is moving for you and you are about to see the results of your prayer. You may not see the money immediately, but I promise you the blessing is on its way. It is coming in a way that will amaze you. So I challenge you today to say this prayer. Take 60 seconds and believe. Believe that the God of all creation is listening and working for you. Keep it a secret and trust that God is going to reward you in the next 24 hours. Expect a breakthrough. Watch for it. Keep your heart and your eyes open. When that blessing comes, you will know it was God. Today is the day you start living with expectation. Today is the day you begin to see the doors of prosperity open. When you pray with faith and trust in God's timing, nothing can stop His help from reaching you. Remember, God is faithful. He will never leave you. The prayer you say today will unlock blessings you never thought possible. Pray, believe, and watch as God moves in your life like never before. Your breakthrough is here, and it starts with your 60-second prayer. I thank you for every person listening today. I pray that you bless them with financial breakthroughs. I pray that you open doors of opportunity that no one can shut. I pray that you show them your provision, your love, and your grace. May they see your hand move in their lives in the next 24 hours. May they walk in faith and trust that you are a God who provides. Amen. I would love to know where you are joining from. Put the name of your city in the comments below and let us see how far God's blessings are reaching. I want you to think about what happens next. After you have said your prayer and set your heart on faith, the atmosphere around you begins to change. You might not feel it immediately, but the gears of heaven are turning. You have moved from a place of worry to a place of waiting with hope. This is a very important stage because this is where many people give up. They pray for a minute, but when they don't see a bag of gold on their doorstep in an hour, they let doubt back into their hearts. I am telling you today, do not let that happen. Stay firm in your belief. Think of it like a ship coming into a harbor. Just because you cannot see the ship over the horizon yet does not mean it isn't carrying your cargo. It is moving toward you right now. The waves might be rough and the wind might blow, but the captain is focused on the destination. God is the captain of your breakthrough. He knows exactly what you need, and He knows the perfect moment to deliver it so that it blesses you the most. Your job is to keep the lights on at the dock and stay ready to receive. I also want to remind you that your words have power during this time. After you have prayed your secret prayer, be careful about what you say out loud. If you spend 60 seconds asking for a miracle and then spend the rest of the day complaining about being broke, you are fighting against your own faith. Try to speak as if the answer is already on its way. Instead of saying, "I don't know how I'll make it," try saying, "I am grateful that my needs are being met." This keeps you in alignment with the prayer you sent up. As you go through your next 24 hours, pay attention to small things. Sometimes a miracle starts as a small seed. It could be a phone call from an old friend, a sudden idea for a project, or even a feeling of peace that replaces your anxiety. These are signs that the doors are beginning to unlatch. Do not ignore the small steps because they lead to the big finish. God is a God of order, and He often builds a bridge one plank at a time. Stay in that secret place of trust. Remember, you don't need to prove anything to anyone. You don't need to explain your hope to people who don't understand faith. This is your private walk with your Creator. When the blessing finally shows up and your finances begin to heal and your life begins to brighten, your success will be the only testimony you need. People will see the change in you, and they will know that something special happened. Hold on to this feeling. Keep this expectation alive in your spirit. You are not alone in this fight, and you are not forgotten. The same God who looked after the people in the stories of old is looking after you right now. He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Your 60 seconds of faith has started a fire that cannot be put out. Stand strong, keep your eyes on the promise, and get ready for the move of God in your life. As you move forward from this moment, you must understand that your perspective is your greatest asset. When you change how you look at your situation, the situation itself begins to change. For a long time, you may have been looking at your bank account, your bills, or your empty hands and seeing only lack. But starting today, I want you to look through the eyes of faith. See the abundance that is already prepared for you. See the debt being paid and the stress being lifted. This is not just wishing, it is choosing to believe in a reality that is higher than what your eyes see right now. The reason most people fail to see their miracle is that they stop looking for it. They go back to their old habits of thinking and speaking. But you are different. You have taken that 60 seconds to connect with the source of everything. Now you must guard that connection throughout your day. Whenever a thought of fear tries to enter your mind, remind yourself of your prayer. Remind yourself that you have placed your needs in the hands of the one who created the stars. There is no problem too big for him and no detail too small for his attention. You should also be prepared for the way God provides. Sometimes the answer comes as a whisper or a quiet nudge in your heart to go somewhere or do something. Do not be so busy looking for a loud explosion that you miss the quiet open door. Be willing to take action when you feel that inner pull. Faith is not just sitting still, it is being ready to move when the light turns green. If an idea comes to you today that feels right and brings you peace, follow it. That could be the very tool God is using to bring your blessing to life. I want you to feel the weight of the burden leaving your shoulders. You were never meant to carry the weight of the world or the stress of your future all by yourself. By trusting in a higher power, you are letting go of the heavy lifting. You are allowing the Creator to be the provider. This shift in responsibility brings a deep rest to your soul. When you are at rest, you are in the best position to receive. A clenched fist cannot take a gift, but an open hand can. Keep your heart open and your hands ready. Think about the people who have walked this path before you. They faced walls that seemed too high and rivers that seemed too deep. But because they stood their ground and kept their faith, the walls fell and the waters parted. Your story will be no different. You are in the middle of a divine process. The struggle you have been through was not for nothing. It was preparing you to handle the blessing that is now on its way. You are being strengthened for the success that is coming. Take a deep breath and settle into this peace. The clock is ticking on your 24 hours, and with every second you are moving closer to your breakthrough. Believe it, expect it, and receive it. You are worthy of this blessing. You are deserving of this peace. God is not holding back from you. He is moving toward you. Keep your secret prayer close to your heart and walk with the confidence of someone who knows the check is already in the mail. Your life is about to look very different. And it all started with that 1 minute of pure, honest faith. Finally, I want you to realize that gratitude is the final piece of the puzzle. Even before you see the physical proof of your miracle, start giving thanks. When you thank God in advance, you are showing the highest form of faith. You are saying that you are so sure of His promise that you can celebrate before the answer even arrives. This kind of praise changes your heart and clears the way for the blessing to land. It turns your waiting time into a time of joy instead of a time of worry. As the next few hours go by, stay alert and keep your spirits high. You might find yourself smiling for no reason or feeling a sense of calm that you haven't felt in years. That is the spirit of hope working within you. Do not let anyone talk you out of your expectation. If someone brings you bad news or tries to spread gloom, simply keep your secret prayer in mind and move on. You are on a different frequency now. You are walking on a path of favor, and you don't have to entertain the doubts of the world. Remember that a miracle is often a turning point, not just a one-time event. The breakthrough coming your way is meant to start a new chapter where you no longer live in fear of lack. It is meant to show you that you are loved, seen, and cared for. Once you experience this shift, you will never look at your problems the same way again. You will know that you have a direct line to help, and that 60 seconds of sincere prayer can change the course of your entire life. I am standing with you in this belief. I am imagining the doors opening for you right now. I am seeing the chains of debt and struggle breaking apart. You have done the work of faith, and now it is time to witness the results. Stand tall and walk with your head held high. You are a child of the Most High, and His resources are limitless. Your time of being stuck is over. Your season of harvest has begun. Soon you will have a story to tell. You will be the one encouraging someone else who feels hopeless. You will be able to look back at this day and say that everything changed because you chose to believe. Keep that secret between you and God, and watch as He turns your private prayer into a public blessing. Everything you need is already in motion. Just stay in peace and let it happen. May your pockets be filled, your heart be light, and your path be clear. The next 24 hours are yours to claim. Believe for the impossible, expect the incredible, and get ready to receive the abundance that has your name on it. Your miracle is not just coming, it is here. Now that you have stepped into this new way of thinking, you must be ready for the change in your surroundings. When you decide to trust God completely, the world around you might try to test your focus. You might hear a piece of news that looks like a setback, or someone might mention a problem that used to make you feel anxious. In those moments, do not react with fear. Instead, take a deep breath and remember the secret you are holding. Remind yourself that the work has already started and that no temporary shadow can stop the sun from rising. Think about how a seed grows under the dirt. For a long time, nothing is visible on the surface. To anyone walking by, it looks like nothing is happening. But underneath the soil, the seed has cracked open and roots are reaching out to find water. Life is moving with great force where no one can see it. Your prayer is exactly like that seed. Just because you cannot see the full tree yet does not mean the growth has stopped. Trust the process that is happening in the dark, because soon enough the green shoot will break through the ground. For everyone to see, this is also a time to be very mindful of your energy. Stay away from arguments and stay away from places that drain your spirit. You are protecting a miracle right now, and that requires a peaceful environment. Surround yourself with things that remind you of God's goodness. Listen to music that lifts you up. Read words that give you strength, and keep your mind stayed on the promise. When you keep your internal world calm, you create a perfect landing strip for the blessings that are flying toward you. I want you to understand that God is not just fixing your current problem. He is building your character for the future. He wants you to be someone who knows how to walk by faith and not just by sight. This experience is teaching you that you have a partner in life who is much bigger than any bill, any boss, or any bad break. You are learning that you are never truly alone, and that the Creator of the universe is personally interested in your success. That realization is a treasure that is even more valuable than the money itself. As you close out this day and prepare for what is next, let a sense of deep gratitude wash over you. Thank God for the doors that are opening, even the ones you don't know about yet. Thank Him for the people He is moving out of your way and the new people He is bringing into your life. Thank Him for the wisdom He is giving you to manage the abundance that is coming. Your life is no longer a series of random accidents. It is a carefully designed plan of favor and purpose. The 24-hour mark is approaching, and your heart should be beating with excitement, not worry. You are on the edge of something wonderful. Sleep in peace tonight, knowing that the one who watches over you never sleeps. He is working while you rest. He is arranging the details while you dream. Wake up tomorrow with a smile on your face and a thank you on your lips. Your story is being rewritten, and the best chapters are being drafted right now. Your breakthrough is not a matter of if, it is a matter of now. As you move into this next phase, you must learn to listen to your inner voice. Often, when we are waiting for a big change, we expect it to come with a loud noise or a grand gesture, but God often speaks in a quiet whisper or a soft nudge in your heart. You might get a sudden thought to call someone you haven't spoken to in years, or you might feel a strange urge to take a different route home. Do not ignore these small prompts. These are often the threads that God uses to pull your miracle into view. When you act on these small leadings, you are showing that you are in tune with the flow of His grace. You must also prepare your mind for the increase that is coming. If you are asking for financial abundance, start thinking like a person who is already blessed. This doesn't mean spending money you don't have, but it means letting go of the poverty mindset that tells you there will never be enough. Start planning what you will do with the extra. Think about how you can be a blessing to others once your needs are met. When you show that you are ready to be a channel for good, you become a magnet for more. God loves to give to those who will use what they have to help His other children. It is also important to forgive anyone you are holding a grudge against during this time. Bitterness and anger can act like a clog in a pipe, stopping the flow of blessings into your life. Even if you feel you have a right to be angry, let it go for the sake of your own breakthrough. Clear out the old negative energy to make room for the new positive harvest. When your heart is clean and free of resentment, there is nothing to block the light of favor from shining on you. Peace in your heart leads to prosperity in your hands. Do not be discouraged if the 24 hours pass and you don't see the full result immediately. Remember that a shift in the spirit happens the moment you pray, but sometimes the physical world takes a moment to catch up. The important thing is that the door is now unlocked. The process has started. If you keep your faith and stay in a state of expectation, the manifestation is certain. Think of it like a gardener who knows the fruit is coming because they saw the blossoms on the tree. The blossom is the proof that the fruit is on its way. I want you to stay bold and stay courageous. It takes courage to believe for a miracle when the world tells you to be realistic. But your reality is defined by your faith, not by the news or the economy. You are governed by a higher law, the law of supply and demand in God's kingdom, where the supply is always greater than the demand. You are a citizen of a place where there is no lack and no limit. Carry that royal confidence with you wherever you go today. As we reach the conclusion of this time together, feel the strength rising up in your spirit. You are not the same person who started reading these words. You are stronger, more focused, and more full of hope. The prayer you whispered in secret has reached the ears of the Almighty, and the response is already in motion. Walk with joy, talk with grace, and live with the absolute certainty that your best days are not behind you. They are right in front of you. Your life is a beautiful work in progress, and the Creator is about to add the most brilliant colors. As you step forward into this new light, you must realize that you are now walking on a higher ground. The days of struggling by yourself are over because you have invited the source of all life to take the lead. You might notice that your thoughts are becoming clearer and your heart feels less heavy than it did just a few minutes ago. This is because faith acts like a magnet, pulling the right people and the right opportunities toward you, while pushing away the things that no longer serve your growth. Do not be surprised if you suddenly find the energy to finish old tasks or the courage to start something new. This is the power of a fresh beginning. You should also understand that the world around you reacts to the peace you carry inside. When you stop worrying about how things will happen and start trusting that they will happen, you create a space for the extraordinary to take place. Think of your life as a garden that has been thirsty for a long time. Your prayer was like the first drop of rain, and now a great shower of favor is coming down to soak the soil. The seeds of success that have been lying dormant are starting to wake up. You are about to see growth in areas where you thought nothing could ever bloom again. Your role now is simply to stay thankful and keep your heart open to the good things that are arriving. As you move through the rest of this journey, remember that you are a person of great value and purpose. The challenges you faced were not meant to stop you, but to prepare you for the abundance you are now receiving. You are ready to handle the blessings because you have learned the importance of faith and the power of a quiet, secret connection with the divine. Every step you take from this moment on is a step toward your destiny. Keep your head high, speak words of kindness to yourself and others, and live with the joy of someone who already knows that the victory is won. The story of your life is being written with hope, and the newest chapter is going to be the most beautiful one yet. In this final stretch of your journey, you must understand that the change you seek is not just about a single moment, but a new way of living. You are becoming a person who expects the best because you know you are supported by a power that never fails. As the hours go by, you may feel a quiet confidence growing within you, a deep knowing that the struggle is behind you and the harvest is in front of you. This is the reward of your trust. You have stopped looking at what is missing and started looking at what is possible. And that shift in your mind is what allows the miracles to find their way to your doorstep.